Hey guys! So before we get started today, I just want to mention that when I originally recorded this video, I was showing you all of the products that I was making and I did not have a place for you to buy them yet. So I was going to post this without having anywhere for you to buy it, but then I was like, there's really no point in that. So I waited and I started my Etsy shop. So I'm going to show you all of the products that I've been making, and you can now find them on my Etsy shop. It is called Moonlight Emporium KM, and I will put a link in the description so that you can go to my shop and you can find all of my products there. So let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to the Homestead Adventure. First of all, I want to apologize for my lack of content. I know I haven't been on in like 2 months. It's been a crazy intense spring, and that's kind of what this video is going to be about today. And I'm going to show you what I've been up to these past 2 months. So when I started this channel, it was all going to be about how-tos on the homestead, and I started it in the fall. So I had some time during the winter to be creating content, and I really wanted it to go into the gardening side of things this spring, and it was just way too crazy busy to even think about creating content this spring. So I didn't get any planting videos out like I wanted to or any of that stuff. I don't know if I will have any planting videos for this year. So what have I been up to the past 2 months? So as soon as the snow melted, I was outside and I was working in all of my gardens, and I decided that I wanted to start my business this year. I was going to wait until the fall, but I figured I'm always waiting for the right time to do things. So I decided to just start now. So I added a tea garden this year, which is just all of my herbs for my tea blends that I'm making as part of my business. And I expanded my rabbitry, so I have about 70 rabbits right now. And I have way too many gardens. And so with all of this extra stuff that I was doing, plus creating products, I was just working from the time I got up to the time I went to bed. So about 13 hours a day, I was working for the last 2 months, 7 days a week. And I recently experienced burnout. I was working so much and so hard that I just could not keep going anymore. And every single day for the past week, I just start crying, and I can't physically do things right now. So the past 2 weeks I've been sick because I've been working myself to death, basically. And I got bronchitis. I had a really bad fever on the first day that I was supposed to go to the farmer's market and start selling my products. So yeah, it's been just insane. Just the gardens alone have been taking up so much time, and I decided that I just need to cut back. If you saw, I had like a short video a while back showing all of the gardens that I have. I have my vegetable garden, which is a little over 2,000 square feet, and then I added like 6 or 7 perennial beds, and I had added my ashwagandha patch with about 60 ashwagandha plants, and then I have my house garden. So I decided it was just too much. I was spending all of my time in the gardens trying to get them planted, trying to get them ready, mulched, and I was putting my family last. I was putting myself last. So I was putting a strain on my marriage. It was putting a strain on my health. And just everything was just starting to go wrong all at once. So that's why I haven't been on in the past 2 months, because I literally just did not have time for anything extra. And I really want to get back to creating content because I really do love doing it. And I really appreciate the support from everybody who watches. And I just love sharing what I do. So I want to show you the products that I've been making too, because I am really proud of them and I have worked really hard on them to get started at the farmers markets this spring. The first things that I've been doing are I've been making tea blends. So here is my packaging. I'm really excited about it. It turned out really nice. My business name is now called Moonlight Emporium. My product business, Moonlight Emporium. And this tea blend is one of my favorites. This is called Sensual Dreams Tea. It has rose petals, mugwort, damiana, chamomile, and lemon balm. This one I'm actually very, very proud of because this is one of the first tea blends that I ever created on my own. I didn't look up any recipe for it, and I just used my own knowledge to create this. So mugwort is a dream herb. It gives you very vivid dreams. So damiana is a sex herb. It increases your libido. And yeah, so this blend, I purposely put the mugwort and the damiana together. And the first night, I kid you not, the first night I ever took this, I had really vivid sex dreams. So that is why it is called Sensual Dreams Tea. I'm not claiming that you for sure will have sex dreams if you drink this tea, but that's been my experience. The mugwort should give you more vivid dreams, and if you take this often enough, the damiana should increase your libido as well. So I drank this 3 nights in a row, and all 3 nights I had very vivid sex dreams. So that is why this is called Sensual Dreams Tea, for that reason. And the chamomile also helps really relax you before bed, so that's why I added that. And the rose petals, I added those just to give it more of a sensual vibe to it. And then lemon balm just for flavor. And then it also, lemon balm is good for calming as well. So this one, don't take while you're pregnant. Never take mugwort when you're pregnant. It can cause a miscarriage, but mugwort is safe for most people to take. It's just an herb. But yeah, this is my favorite tea blend so far because I just love sensuality and dreaming. So that's what that one is. So my next tea blend is the first one that I ever picked out. This one is called Pine Forest Chai. And I pick and dry the pine needles myself. I do have a blend of white pine and I don't know if it's like fir pine trees, the ones that Christmas trees are made out of. But I think I might switch just to white pine. But I pick and dry the pine needles from my own property. I dry the orange peel and the ginger myself to make it more fresh than if I were to just buy it dried. But pretty much everything else I have to buy in this one because I can't grow, anise or cinnamon or black peppercorns. A lot of it is stuff that I can't grow. But a lot of my tea blends are going to be herbs that I can grow at home because I want it to be from the homestead as much as possible. But this one's really good. The first time I ever made this, I made a cup. I made it with actually fresh pine needles, and I really liked it, and I asked my husband to try it, and he kept saying no. He's like, it's gonna taste like pine needles. I don't want to try it. I finally got him to try it, and he was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then I went back in the kitchen. I was putting together some more tea blends, and he came in the kitchen and he took my cup of tea and drank it all. And then he asked me to make him another cup. And then he told his friends about it, and then he was giving his friends some samples. So this one is one of my favorites. It's the first one I ever picked out that I said, yes, this is the one I'm going to sell. So this one is very special to me in that way. The third one that I only have 3 tea blends picked out so far, but by the end of the year, I want to have at least 10. The third one is lemon ginger, just because I love lemon ginger tea. I will be growing the lemon balm and lemongrass myself. Like I said, I just started my tea garden this year. I have them growing out there, but so far I have to buy it. This one is lemon peel, lemon balm, lemongrass, and ginger, and it's just a nice lemon ginger tea. I picked this one just because I do enjoy this type of tea, and I know other people like it too, so it's not really anything special. It's just a nice lemon ginger tea. But when I do start putting together my tea blends from my own garden, I think it's going to feel more special to me because I'm like 2 of the ingredients are from my garden. So this one's, it just has a very pleasant flavor. So those are my first teas. I also have my first tincture. It is ashwagandha tincture. If you haven't looked, you can check out my other video on the health benefits of ashwagandha. I'm not going to go through it right now because it's such a long list. Ashwagandha is such a wonderful herb, and that's why I'm growing a whole 60 plants this year. So this one, I'm so excited about my labels. Like, I wanted them to be witchy looking, and I got exactly what I wanted. My mom actually made these for me, and my sister designed my my logo for me. So I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. I have 3 other tinctures in the making right now. I am just practicing those. I have a pain tincture, a calm tincture, and a love potion, which also has the Damiana in it. I do have some others that I want to start making, but I just haven't started those yet. I do want to do a mugwort tincture, so if you don't like tea but you want to have the vivid dreams, you can take a mugwort tincture. I am just figuring out the recipe on that one. I'm also going to be doing some salves and balms soon. Those are going to be in with my herbal products, but as of right now, I'm just doing tea blends, tinctures, and balms and salves as far as herbal stuff goes. But eventually, I want to start making perfumes as well. So that is the herbal side of things that I'm doing. And then I'm also doing, my meat rabbits are my other side of my business. So eventually I will start selling rabbit meat, but I don't have enough meat to sell quite yet. But I do make things from the carcasses, because if I'm going to be raising these animals for meat, I want to use every possible part of the animal. And I have a very artistic side to me. I love art, and I just started figuring out what parts of the animal can I use and how can I use them. So now I make them into beautiful pieces of art. So I am still working on the pelts. Eventually I'll be making rabbit pelts, gloves, hats, throw pillows, little coin purses, and maybe a few other things. And I am actually going to try my hand at making my own leather as well, and combine the leather and the fur with some of the products. I think I'm gonna make some like backpack type things, you know, in like medieval movies or something, to have like those leather rucksack things with the fur. I'm probably gonna be making some of those this winter. and I'm really excited about that. But so far, I have made rabbit skull necklaces and rabbit foot keychains. And I'm also going to be making chicken skull necklaces when I butcher my chickens. Eventually, I'm hoping to get a taxidermy license and start doing skull preservation and hide tanning for clients as well, for hunters. I live in Wisconsin, so there's a lot of deer hunters. So I'll probably be doing deer skulls and things like that in the future as well. But let me show you some of my necklaces that I have finished so far. So this one here, this is my favorite one. This is a bronze color. I actually used this, it's kind of like a paint, but it's not. It's like a paint base mixed with ground up metal. It's from Sculpt Nouveau online, and I really love the color. I love how these turned out. They're really, really beautiful. So I'm really loving how these turned out. I can put this on and show you. Oh, hold on. Still gotta figure out where to get some good necklace chains. So this is what it looks like when you wear it. I do have different sizes. I do have some that are like this big. So they're not all this huge. This is more for, these big ones are more for if you like really big jewelry, which I do. I love big jewelry and I never get to wear it anymore. So this one's my favorite one. And I'm going to actually get some more from Sculpt Nouveau, some more stuff, different colors, because I really, really love the color on this. So that's my first one. And then I have these really beautiful white ones. It's like a pearl color. I don't know if you can really see that. It's shiny. These ones I really like too. And I have a few other colors too, but I'm not going to show you all of them because some of them are just kind of temporary colors right now. And then I have this rose gold one, which I think is a little too dark. I want more of like a baby pink is what I was going for. So it's okay. I think some people will like it. So that's that one. And then I also make necklaces out of the jawbones. So these are really nice too. I like these too. Okay. And then I have some of this color. I really like this color. So that's how I combine my butchering skills, my animal raising, and my artistic side. I use what I have left to make beautiful things, because why not? Otherwise it just goes to waste. And I'm also been looking for ways to, expand my products and make as much as I can from the farm, because I really want to create a business where I can quit my job and just work from home, and then also teach other people how they can do that as well. That's really my whole mission in life, is to figure out how to create a expansive business from my homestead and teach other people how they can do it as well. So that's why I decided to start with products, because I know I'm good at making things, and then I can go into teaching from there. And then if you've seen my other video, I also make rabbit foot keychains. I do have a video on how to make these if you want to check that out. So I also make these. And I will eventually have videos on how to tan your rabbit hides, how to make these rabbit skull necklaces if you want to learn how to make them. And yeah, I'm really getting more into the skull preservation and hide tanning stuff. I
learned that I enjoy doing it. So why not do a business that way? I had no idea what my business was going to be going into it. There was no way I could have known that I would be making skull necklaces. No idea. I thought that I was going to be making goat milk soap. And then when I started milking goats and I started making it, I realized this doesn't light me up. I don't really like doing this. So I just went a different way. And I started just doing what I enjoy doing. I started raising meat animals, and then it just kind of went into, what can I use the rest of this for? I don't want all of this to go to waste. And now that's what I'm doing. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of this year and see what happens. So that's what I've been up to. And again, I apologize for not creating content and not posting anything. It's just been so insane. And I will try to get back to it. But right now, I'm seeing no end in sight to all the craziness. Hopefully, within the next few weeks, things will start slowing down. So, yeah, that is what I've been up to. And hopefully, I will have more content soon and there will be less craziness. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you on the next adventure. Bye, guys.